Hello all the students of class 10, how are you? Today we will start the chapter number 2, that is internet services. Okay, so in the chapter number 1 you have seen the introduction of the internet and you have seen many things about the internet. What are the technologies behind the internet, how the internet works, what are the terms related to the internet. Now here in details you will see the services which the internet provides. Okay, so there are unlimited services nowadays internet provides, so we'll discuss it one by one. So here you can see one electronic mail, that means email, allows you to send messages and other types of files all over the world. You know this. So news groups helps to exchange views, ideas. Chat programs are there to let you communicate with other people. Okay, so there are many uses. So here it is written, the list is endless. So in this chapter we'll discuss some of the services available on the internet. So here it is written in chapter number 1 we have learned how to connect your PC with the internet connection, like dial-up, broadband. Many types of connections were there, wired connection and wireless connections were there. So you have seen what are called ISP. Okay, how one PC is connected to the ISP through a cable or DSL connection. So it remained connected until the cable or DSL is disconnected or physically unplugged. So you know this. So broadband service is often referred to as always on service because it is not necessary to make up a setup call to your ISP each time you wish to access the internet. So broadband internet connection is extremely fast. So all these things we have already discussed in chapter number 1. So we'll go to the next topic, that is information retrieval. Okay, so what is the meaning of this information retrieval? So it literally means, retrieval means to get the information, okay, from the internet. So World Wide Web is ocean of information, okay, because it has nearly every field information like education, sports, business, careers, everything, every information you can get in World Wide Web. Okay, so like encyclopedias and dictionaries, research papers you have. So here also you can have everything in the internet, and any information you want you can go to the internet. The web has thus become the most economical and reliable medium to access and retrieve information of any kind. Suppose for these things you have to buy different books, encyclopedia, dictionary, research papers, different things you have to, books you have to buy, but you will get every information in at one place, that is internet. So how to retrieve the information? What is information retrieval? See, information retrieval thus covers accessing and obtaining information from the World Wide Web. Okay, so information retrieval meaning is this. That means accessing and obtaining information from the internet. For instance, if you want to visit the SEBA, that means Board of Secondary Education Assam website, that is the website name is given, that is URL name www.sebaonline.org in the web address. So you have to write the website here in the web address, you know this, and then press the enter key from the keyboard. Then you will get this home page of the SEBA board. Okay, Assam Education Board, you will get the home page. So home page of SEBA. So you already know what is home page. In previous chapter you have learned this. So after a few seconds you will get the home page of SEBA on the screen. Okay, so you will find all the information published by SEBA on this website. See, every information you will find here. Here it is home, about us, branches, notification, downloads, contacts. Many things are there here. Quick links are there. These links acts as a hyperlink, so that when you move the cursor it will become like a finger sign, and when you click this it will open a new page again. So many things are in this home page. The information you require may appear on the home page or may be hyperlinked to some of the other pages. You can thus explore the information of your choice by visiting the respective web page. So exploring information on the web is called the web surfing. So surfing also I have told what is called surfing. Surfing means accessing information, exploring information on the internet, that is called web surfing. Okay, so underline this line. So once you have accessed the information you need, you can also save it for future use. So you can save the information or you can print the information in a paper by the printer. You can print it also. This is called information retrieval. Understood the meaning? Now let's say the next topic, electronic mail, that means email. So nowadays email is what used by everybody, almost everybody, because it saves times to send any application or letter to anywhere in the world. See, so it takes days to send a letter across a country and weeks to go around the world. So in order to save the time and money, electronic mail is used, email is used, this. So what is the definition of electronic mail? Electronic mail is an electronic exchange of messages from one computer to another. Okay, electronic mail. So it is exchange of messages from one computer to another anywhere in the world. So it is fast and easy to use. So then you can send text, picture, sound, messages, anything, whatever you want, you can send, and you can send it in within a fraction of second. That means within a second, less than a second, you can send the message or the application or letter, anything. Okay, so entire process of sending and receiving emails takes just a few seconds, allowing you to communicate easily and quickly with many people simultaneously. That means you can communicate with many people. That means hundreds, thousand, any number of people you can communicate directly, okay, within a few seconds. So next, advantages of using email. So here one by one advantages are written in detail. So what are the advantages? First advantage, the speed. So email is a faster means of correspondence than an ordinary post. So suppose you want to send any letter or anything to Delhi. So you need how many days? Minimum 7 days you want. Okay, you need. So when you send any letter through post office, so it will take minimum 7 days. So but if you send any letter by email, it will go within second. So the speed is very important. So fraction of a second it can go anywhere in the world. Next is content. What is the meaning of content? Content means the body of the message, what message you are sending. The message that you want to send via email may consist of only a few lines or several hundreds of lines. Unlike the postal service, the message is not charged by weight. That means if you want to send 1 line or 1,000 line, you can send by email without any cost. Okay, the content does not matter. But if you send, suppose 100 letters, so 100 letter cost you have to bear, you have to give to the post office. So it is called content. Okay, next page. Next point is about the cost. That means you pay almost nothing in sending, receiving email through the message travel across the world. That means you have to pay nothing for sending and receiving the email. Okay, but when you send anything through post office, you have to pay, you have to give the money. So it is very economic. Then receiving messages, you need not to be your computer all the time to receive the message. The message will stored in your email account server of your service provider. That means you don't need to you don't need to be online all the time to receive your messages. Like in post office, when any letter comes, the postman delivers it to your house. If your house is locked, okay, suppose you have gone anywhere, so what the postman will do? Postman will not deliver the letter. He will take away the letter to the post office again. So you don't know what letter came, who sent the letter, when it came. You don't know anything. But here in the email the problem is solved. You need not to be online all the time to receive the messages. The message will received by the email, by your email account, and it will be stored in the inbox. So whenever you log in, into your account, you can see your messages. So it's called receiving messages, very easy. Understood?